You guys are dumb as man.
Listen, you're 35. Get a grip of your life, man. Holy.
Hey.
Chill.
Just say, hey. Yo, you're a bitch. You're a little.
Is it real? Is it fake? What's going on? In order for me to explain that, I have to say this.
You guys are dumb as man. You guys are literally dumb as Oh, y'all. Hey, record this. Security! Come in here now!
Fousey, once a YouTuber celebrated with more than 10 million subscribers, billions of worldwide views, and multiple prestigious streaming awards, has now become engulfed in controversy. His journey spiraled from emotional live streams filmed straight from a hospital, to moments of being handcuffed and escorted by police into a mental health facility, to shocking accusations of misconduct, and finally to a severe ban on Kick. His fall from the heights of fame to the depths of disgrace was nothing short of dramatic. What could have possibly turned this once praised YouTube millionaire, considered a legend by many, into one of the most chaotic live streaming disasters of our generation? Yusef Erekat, better known as Fousey, entered YouTube during a golden era, a time when a camera and a creative idea could transform an ordinary person into a sensation. He grabbed that chance with full force. His uploads were consistent, comedic sketches, parodies of Middle Eastern culture, and bold social experiments. His daring style didn't just capture attention, it resonated deeply. Viewers found in his videos themes of confidence, self-respect, and self-love. From being a struggling actor and office worker stuck in tedious jobs, Erekat reinvented himself as FouseyTube, and within a few years became a cultural icon. His channel skyrocketed, reaching millions of subscribers, and often trending worldwide. Fousey collaborated with top creators like Roman Atwood and Vitaly ZD, and even managed connections with celebrities outside of YouTube, such as Drake. As his fame grew, brands rushed to work with him, from clothing labels to energy drinks. This meteoric rise turned him into an icon of modern online lifestyle, luxury travel, glamorous parties, and legions of adoring fans. But more than the pranks and humor, it was his polished, relatable persona that set him apart. Viewers felt like they weren't just watching a YouTuber, they were connecting with a friend, a brother, an inspiration to live boldly. Yet, just as he reached his peak, the cracks began to show. Behind the bright spotlight, instability loomed. During these peak years, Fousey spoke openly about his struggles with bipolar disorder and the crushing pressure of maintaining a flawless public image. He confessed that money and fame hadn't delivered the happiness he once imagined. The turning point came in 2016, when he posted a raw, emotional video in which he broke down crying, admitting feelings of loneliness and emptiness despite having everything. For the first time, audiences saw not the invincible FouseyTube, but a vulnerable man wrestling with his inner demons. Many loyal fans sympathized, while others sensed that this instability might be a sign of a much larger downfall to come. The cracks widened in 2016 when Fousey released a deeply emotional video. On camera, he broke down in tears, confessing that despite his money, recognition, and millions of fans, he felt lonely and empty. For the first time, audiences saw not the polished entertainer, but a fragile human being struggling with his own battles. Many supporters sympathized, but others feared it was only the beginning of something far worse. That fear proved true in 2018 when Fousey placed the biggest bet of his career. The live event Hate Dies, Love Arrives, hosted at the Greek Theater in Los Angeles. For him, this was far more than just a concert. It was his vision to create the Coachella of YouTube. He saw himself as more than a creator, even more than an entertainer. He imagined himself as a spiritual figure, a cultural leader who could change the world. Fousey poured his entire heart, finances, and reputation into the event. He booked major performers, hired professional crews, and promoted it as his life's ultimate mission. But instead of becoming his greatest triumph, it turned into a nightmare. On the day of the show, a false bomb threat sent the audience into panic. Authorities forced the cancellation, and what was meant to be his defining moment collapsed instantly. The incident was more than a professional failure. It shattered what was left of his fragile confidence. Instead of remaining composed, Fousey spiraled. He led crowds into the streets, climbed onto the roof of a truck, and grabbed a microphone. What followed was an erratic, disorganized rant. He claimed he was chosen by God to save the world, lashed out at rivals like Keemstar, and delivered grandiose, disconnected speeches. This chaotic display marked a turning point in his career. In just one night, his image transformed from a prankster who inspired millions to a man seen as arrogant, unstable, and out of control. Social media exploded. Platforms like Reddit and Twitter were filled with criticism, memes, and harsh analysis, tearing his reputation apart. For many fans, this was the breaking point. They no longer saw someone they admired, but a figure consumed by his own downfall. Instead of learning from the disaster, Fousey doubled down. He offered no real apology, no lessons learned. He sank deeper into self-delusion, refusing to acknowledge responsibility. The collapse of Hate Dies, Love Arrives was not just the failure of one event. It signaled the beginning of the darkest chapter in his career and his mental health. After the collapse of Hate Dies, Love Arrives, FouseyTube's career fell into its darkest stage. He paused content creation, stepped away from the spotlight, and left millions of fans feeling confused and disappointed. Yet, he wasn't someone who gave up easily. In 2023, a new opportunity seemed to offer him redemption. The rising live streaming platform Kick signed him with a multi-million-dollar contract. The deal came with just one simple requirement. He had to remain calm, professional, and free from controversy for at least a week. For most people, this would have been an easy task. For Fousey, it turned out to be impossible. At first, excitement filled the air. Fans believed this was his chance to reclaim his place at the top. But within days of streaming, his emotions once again got the better of him. In front of thousands of viewers, he verbally attacked a member of his own team, displaying aggressive behavior live on camera. The incident stunned his audience and quickly went viral. Social media lit up with outrage, hashtags like FouseyFail and KickBanFousey trending at the top. Commentary channels and critics labeled this not as a one-time mistake, but as proof of a destructive pattern: self-sabotage. Kick acted fast. His multi-million-dollar deal was canceled, and with it, any chance of restoring his professional reputation. Instead of reflecting, Fousey lashed out, blaming critics, accusing others of conspiracies, and portraying himself as a misunderstood hero. This behavior only deepened the public's belief that he had lost touch with reality. In mid-2024, his decline took another bizarre turn. In a widely shared livestream, he appeared disoriented, claiming shadowy forces were following and threatening him. The stream ended abruptly, leaving viewers terrified and sparking viral hashtags like "Chu, where is Fousey?" and "Gewer Fousey missing." But a few days later, he casually returned online, admitting it was part of a story he wanted to tell. There was no apology, no acknowledgement of the panic he caused. The audience felt betrayed. Many who once worried for his safety now called him manipulative and attention-hungry. The final blow came in August 2025. During a Kick livestream, Fousey went on a rambling tirade about conspiracies against him. Then, in a shocking turn, he implied he would harm himself, saying he had no reason to continue. Thousands of viewers froze in horror, unsure whether this was a genuine crisis or another twisted stunt. Some fans begged him to seek help, flooding the chat with suicide prevention hotline numbers. Others, exhausted, believed it was just another act. The situation escalated so severely that Kick's CEO, Eddie Craven, personally intervened. Within hours, the platform announced a permanent ban on Fousey, stating, "We cannot tolerate behavior that endangers oneself or others. Health and safety are our top priorities." It was the final nail in the coffin. Once celebrated as a symbol of positivity and resilience, Fousey was now a fallen figure, abandoned by the very community that once idolized him. But his story is more than just a personal downfall. It reflects the darker side of the social media era. In a world where clicks, likes, and views measure worth, Fousey became trapped in a cycle of chasing attention at any cost. His life blurred the line between authenticity and manipulation, entertainment and chaos. From his rise and fall, 3 lessons stand out clearly. An unchecked hunger for fame can destroy faster than failure itself. When external validation becomes the foundation of identity, the moment it fades, despair takes over. Audiences share responsibility. Every like, retweet, and hashtag fuels the stage. As viewers, when we turn someone's pain into entertainment, we risk becoming part of the tragedy. Mental health outweighs fame. No spotlight can replace genuine healing, and no audience can provide the care that only professional help and real human connections can give. Fousey once stood as a beacon of positivity. His downfall now serves as a sobering reminder. Those who live only to please the crowd are the first to be abandoned when the crowd turns away.